friends, welcome back to another episode on the Visa Experience series. Today's episode is going to be an interview session, and guess where my guest is from? Maybe from his look, some of you might have guessed right that he's from Africa, but which country in Africa, we're going to find that out in this video. Kindly share this video with anyone you know who is preparing for the USA F1 student visa interview. Thank you for subscribing and smashing the like button. Let's get started. Alright, getting started with my guest on today's episode of Visa Experience series. May we meet you, please?
Yes. My name is Abdul and I'm from Nigeria.
Oh.
So currently I'm a graduate student in the Mining and Minerals Engineering Department here at Virginia Tech.
Oh shit, I want in Nigeria. They don't drop first. Okay, can you tell us a brief overview of what your admission process, your application, getting the admission offer and funding offer, of course. Can you give us an overview so that the audience can also learn from the process?
Yes, definitely. So obviously the United States of America is not easy to get into one. Yeah, it was a very tedious process. So basically I channeled my energy towards the United States of America, and during the process basically the Mining and Minerals Engineering program in the United States is just few, like we have just 14 schools offering it as a standalone course.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Just for this schools, the whole of USA?
Yes.
Medal.
Yeah.
You give me money before you leave that.
So it was obviously like a very difficult task. So I applied to about 5 schools and I got admitted into all schools, but I was just funded in just University of Nevada, Reno and Virginia Tech. In the remaining schools I got offers, but I wasn't funded there.
Oh, that's nice. And do you know, like, what to your own experience, did you put in your application that made you like get offers, like this funding offers? Like, did you have to take some tests, maybe like the GRE, the TOEFL? Do you think if you took some of those tests, did you think like they aided like the funding offers that you got from this school?
Yeah. So before I move on, like as I said earlier, I got admission with funding in those 2 schools. So for Virginia Tech, I was not required to write the GRE or TOEFL, so I applied and I got the funding. However, for the University of Nevada, Reno, I wrote the GRE and IELTS like to get into it. So my profile, like I would say, my profile during my application season was very competitive.
Oh, wow.
Very competitive, yeah. So I had so many such experience and work experiences. My CGPA from my undergraduate program was very
Can you borrow me? let me borrow the viewers.
No, I know some of the viewers who get who have definitely high CGPA than home. My CGPA was very high, and I have a good writing skills. I was able to publish 2 papers in my undergraduate research.
Before coming to the
Before coming to the US.
Oh.
And my writing skills for the statement of purpose, my CV was top notch for that age. The way it works in the United States is you reach out to professors, you want to work with them. But in my case for the reverse, the professor reached out to me are you interested in this program? And I was like, yes.
They were begging you to come. begging you to come.
And he was like, yes. He wants to work with me. And I was like, okay, let's check the meeting. And we did it. And I got here, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's really nice. So, in short, in summary, your test helped in getting some offers. While this current offer that you have for your current program that you're doing, you mentioned that you didn't even have to submit the GRE or the TOEFL. So to the audience, for those of you that are scared of not having to write the GRE or the TOEFL, and you're scared if that is going to impact your funding decision, as you heard from Abdul Jalil, the answer is no. You can get a very good offer, scholarship, full funding, even without the GRE or the TOEFL. And that will bring us to my next question, Abdul Jalil. Knowing that you've gotten your offer and here you are in the USA, can you give us a brief overview of your visa application process?
Yeah, so
if you still remember.
Yeah, I surely do remember. So the visa interview process in Nigeria is very tedious. Application is very tedious. It is very tedious. Thousands of people are applying to come into the United States of America, and they have an test slot. I don't know the way they did, but they have a test slot to give to people to come. So after I got my offer, I accepted it and I started processing my I-20. After getting my I-20, I filled out my test 160 and I paid for my service fee and visa fee. So I was lucky during my time because I didn't have to wait for a long period before I got a visa date, interview date. So, but after getting the date, they started this security threat in Abuja because I picked Abuja initially, and our visa dates were cancelled. Yeah, it was cancelled. So the mental disturbance in that period was not like, I was just thinking like, why didn't I pick Lagos in the first instance? Why did I go to Abuja? So thoughts like this came into my mind, and I was like, oh, God knows best. So I was waiting on Abuja to call us back, but nothing was forthcoming. Yeah, so it was, initially my date was October 22nd, and it was cancelled. So I waited for about 2 months or thereabouts, yeah. So in December, there were so many dates that came out in Lagos. So I just had to pick one of the dates. So I picked December 15 and I went to Lagos. So I would say the interview was just God's grace because I couldn't hear most of what the visa officer was saying. Not because I don't understand the accent, but because she was not speaking too loud. Yeah. So she didn't ask me most questions. My questions were my interview was very brief. Like
how many minutes?
Under 1 minute.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So the first question she asked was like, where am I going to? And I was like, I'm going to Virginia Tech. So she cut me off and went to the next question.
Oh, you didn't even finish answering the
Yeah,
first question.
yeah. So the next question was like, why did you choose this school? I was like, I chose this school particularly because I wanted to work with my advisor. And before even moving forward, she just cut me again. I was like,
the next question.
yeah. So she moved to the next question, like, what will you be funding your studies? Because I don't think she checked my items when I first got there. So she didn't know I had the full funding. So, but between the second question and the third question, I was already thinking like, what is my hope? Like, I made her repeat the questions, like the second question like 3 times because I could not hear her very well. She was not so audible. So in the third question, I was just like, she was like, how will you be funding your studies? And I just told her, I have a fully funded. She just checked my things and I was like, oh wow,
big money.
Just nodded her head like, oh wow. I said, yes, I have a fully funded graduate research assistantship. She was like, oh wow, that's good. So I was now like, I answered that question, and the fourth question was like, where do I work? So I told her I was a junior mining engineer at a particular company, and I didn't even talk so long into that question, and she was okay, that's fine. And she approved my visa, and it was like, wow,
just like that.
Just
I
like
know
that
feeling.
because it was surprising because during halfway into the interview I was like, I'm not getting this because I made her repeat questions like 3 times and I was like, it might be frustrating to her. And I was like, let me just let it go. I think because when I told her I had a fully funded offer and she saw my I-20, she was like, oh, yeah. So I think that was the point of decision. That just changed everything. Like everything I've been doing since Monday was not making sense to her. It makes sense to her when she saw the fully funded offer. Yeah. So yeah.
So one thing I think I would want to point out for the viewer is be confident in yourself. When you're before the VO, be confident with whatever response you're going to be given. And if you don't hear them clearly, you're welcome to always ask them to repeat the questions. Ask them to repeat themselves and be sure you're giving the correct answers. If you have memorized the answers you're going to be giving to some questions, that is, if you've done several mock interview questions and you've memorized the answer you're going to give, make sure you're doing that with confidence. Like confidence in giving your answer is a key to getting your visa approved during your interview. Okay, Abdul Jalil, I would want to ask, what were the challenges that you passed through while preparing for your visa application before your interview? Like, did you have to do like mock interview with some people? Did you have to practice? And before you even go in for the visa interview, like I did my interview in Lagos also, and I knew what the queue outside was, and I knew what I've read online about getting to the visa consulate like early and other stuff like that. What was your experience through this journey?
Yeah, so it was a very tedious one because when I started preparing for my interview, I joined several mock sessions, like just to like be confident and to speak very well to the people. Like, so I joined about 5 different groups, like WhatsApp group and Telegram group, just to like pitch my own like words to them. So some of them were demotivating because they tend to give you different corrections, and you in your mind you be like, but I think this is okay, but you know, we are Nigerians, we are people, like we tend to like have different opinions about something. So it was like at the point I stopped joining so many different mock sessions, and I was focused on a single one. Like that place I was able to like tell them my story, and it was making sense. It was making sense at that moment. But initially, when I joined some mock sessions, like I was not confident. I don't know. It was not as if the confidence was not there, but I was just relaxed. Yeah, I was relaxed, and those people interviewing me were like, "Are you sure you're going for an interview?" I was like, "Yes." I don't know. Maybe I was so confident that made me so relaxed. I was like, "Oh yeah, like this." I was like, they were like, "Bro, you have to speak out. You have to speak. Even though you have a full funding, it does not mean anything." But I was like, my phone still matters. My phone still matters. So I joined several sessions during the period of waiting. That had to wait between when they cancelled that date and when I got my next date. I kept on practicing, kept on attending mock sessions, and yeah. So on the day of the interview, it was scary because of the things I've heard about the Lagos consulate. So it was scary at first. I was like, when I was going in the bus, I was like, if I don't get this visa, I'm not going home. like ready to go. Like
so you sleep at the embassy.
So on getting to the embassy, I was supposed to get to the embassy 11 a.m. That was the time for my interview. So I got there around maybe 10. Yeah, so when I got to the embassy, I stood in front of the embassy and I saw people coming out with the blue paper, like the rejection paper, and they were so down, and this was giving me like it was making my heart just pound so fast, like that.
What's your fate?
So was my fate, but I kept on believing, like, because the way my funding came was in a way like miraculous, so I was believing like God had something planned, and I don't think He can leave me at this point. Like, yeah.
The God factor.
Yeah,
right? If you are religious, remember in one of my videos I told you to do the needful.
Yeah.
So if you're religious, the God factor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I got to the embassy, I went in and we went through different phases of registration and stuff like that. And on getting to the view, I was confident enough because I was like, I have this funding and I'm smart, yeah, and God is by my side. So I just have to like just pitch my words to review, even though I made some, like I was not able to hear out some instances, but yeah, I tried my best.
Apart from your passport and your international passport and your high training, did the VO ask you for any documents during your interview?
No, just my international passport and my high training.
Okay. Thank you so much, Abdul. Do you have any advice for the audience?
Yeah, definitely. So what I would advise anyone coming to the US, like you are keen about coming to the US, is that try as much as possible to like get a substantial amount of funding from your school, because in Nigeria currently, funding is one of the factors that they consider when giving you a visa, because they believe that if you don't have a reasonable amount of funding, like you would suffer in the United States, like because you cannot work off campus, you have to work on campus, and most of the pay that they give you on campus cannot cater for your fees, not to talk of accommodation and feeding. So they believe if you don't have substantial amount of funding, like you're just going to suffer in the US, and you don't want that because it creates nuisance in the United States, like generally. So just try to get substantial amount of funding from your school, and yeah, you should pray to God. Prayer is key. Prayer is very important in this life.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Abdul, for coming to speak to us about your visa interview experience. Thank you guys for also watching. Let me know in the comment section if you're preparing to attend a USA visa interview. Let me know what challenges you're facing so I can know how to come in and how to help you. I'm here to help you succeed so that one day we can meet each other in the USA. Probably go out for lunch, probably hang out on a date, probably, travel to some places. Please be careful with hiking. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on another episode of Visa Experience series. Till then guys, what do we say? Stay tuned.